Just kidding.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Med City Podcast. Once again, this is Patrick Kemper coming at you live-ish. And guess what today is? Today is my birthday. That's right, folks. Somehow I made it. Another round the sun. How the hell did that happen? I don't know. Believe me, I've been trying for years to kill myself, and sometimes I wonder if it's just not even possible. Although I do have some theories. Like, for example, I'm just incredibly bad at everything. So, of course, no matter how hard I try, I can't succeed because I just suck at life. But you'd think that if I sucked so badly at life that life would cease to go on. But that's just not the case. So, what could the story be? Why am I still here? Is there a reason? Does there need to be a reason? Maybe that's our problem in life, is we're always searching for this reason, this explanation for continued existence, to keep us alive, to keep us going, keep us motivated. Because without motivation, I mean, what's the point of going on, right? Otherwise, we're just waiting to die. What I say to that is, get with it, pussies. I believe Red said it best. Get busy living, or get busy dying. But god damn it, what if neither option is viable? What do you do? What can you do? Well, maybe it's not just about finding a reason. Maybe it's simply existing that matters. Maybe that in itself is what we're meant to do, why we're here. But then again, that brings us back to this notion that there has to be meaning. So then we get into nihilism. Without meaning, what's the point of going on? So if life is meaningless, then we can do anything, right? In a Tyler Durden kind of way. But maybe the real secret is that life doesn't need meaning to give it meaning, if you will. Maybe our whole purpose is just to simply be. Which leads me to another theory. Maybe we're all part of the same seemingly complex assortium of living things. Like, we're all part of this, and if we have the capability, the capacity to feel empathy, we don't just feel and share the feelings of each other. We share it with the animals, with the plants, with the fucking trees, with the rocks, with the ocean itself. God knows what the hell's going on down there. Most scientists couldn't even tell you. I used to know this oceanographer guy who basically told me, he's like, yeah, no, we have no idea. We know about 1% of what's going on down there at any given time. And even the things they do know about, they still can't explain. Like, for example, how long does like certain creatures like live for? Like, for example, like a lobster. I know some of you are probably gonna have to like this, but when you go into, like, say, like a Red Lobster or any kind of seafood place where they have live lobsters in a big, aquarium, like right when you walk in, and they give you the option to go up and pick the one that you want them to murder and feed to you. You look at it and its weird little beady eyes, floating around there on the little stems. And you can say, oh yeah, I like that. I like the way that one's looking at me. I want to eat that one. Now imagine if you went into like a pet store at any mall and you looked at like a box of kittens. You're like, ooh, that one's cute. Let's have that for fucking lunch. Or starfish. Another conundrum. Or I think the biggest mystery are jellyfish. Maybe right next to that, or the intelligence of dolphins. I mean, like, the two biggest mysteries. But when it comes to jellyfish, like, they literally have no idea how long these things can actually live. I mean, they know that they can kill them, which is, I guess, good to know as the human species, because I guess that's how we got to the top of the food chain. And yet, despite that, there's so much that we know, so much information available to us at our thumb taps. And yet somehow now, having all the information in the world readily available to us has made us almost obsolete. We're a dying species, not because of pollution, climate change, or politics, Netflix. It's not because we know too much. It's because we think we know too much. We think simply because information is available to us that makes us intelligent. It doesn't. When's the last time any one of you actually picked up a fucking encyclopedia? When's the last time any one of you picked up a dictionary to look up a word? Read that word with your own eyeballs, not just skimmed it the way that you do on a screen, because honestly, our eyes are not capable of absorbing information in the same way as we do with print. There's a reason that when people finally became literate, that things like the Renaissance happened. Now we've gone into like a regression. We're going backwards. Pretty soon we'll be in the Dark Ages again. But then again, aren't we all kind of in the dark? To some extent. Going back to what I was saying before. How in the hell have I survived 43 rings around the sun? How could that happen? And believe me, I've put in exceptional effort to the contrary. And yet somehow, still here. Is it to talk to you now? Is it to inspire free thinking or self-reliance, or just how to be indestructible? See, I can't back up any of those. I can't believe any of that. But it's because of this other theory that I have, and in fact, I don't think that I survived this long. In fact, out of the many times, many times that I have, quote unquote, come near death, death has always been near me. It's been unavoidable throughout my entire life. Hell, I can't go a year without paying somebody's funeral. And yet somehow I've avoided my own. So perhaps I haven't survived. Perhaps every single one of these times I did in fact die. However, existence continues in what appears to be a linear sense. But as anybody that knows anything about physics and quantum theory can tell you, existence is not linear. We just perceive it that way because we have a very limited interpretation and perception of what existence really is. Even in this world that we that we apparently share, any two of us sitting in the same room at a given time, having a conversation face to face with one another, are experiencing that situation very, very differently. Not just because of, where we've been and the thoughts that we're having or our so-called motivations and intentions. I'm talking about our ability to perceive reality. Like snowflakes. No two are the same. So no two people can really look at life through the same optical lens. And yet, we lie to ourselves. We convince ourselves we're part of some sort of shared reality, some shared universe, which is probably why we keep forcing that idea into movies. Like, oh yeah, that's part of the shared universe. Like every Quentin Tarantino movie has the same foot fetish in it. So of course, like, they must all be related. And what we do is then we draw lines between existing things in order to make sense of them, sort of like Charlie in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which, as you could see, was presented to be just madness, and that was the idea. That's the joke. Is that like, if you look at something hard enough, yeah, you'll find the lines between the two, but that doesn't make it so. And it certainly doesn't make it right. So what if I did die? All of those times. What does that mean? Does that mean that there are existing universes out there, realities, where people maybe mourn my death? I think that's optimistic at best. Last time I checked, most people didn't really like me. Hell, I can't even get along with my own roommate. Tell you the truth, I don't even like me. Does it make me a bad guy? To be intolerable? Does it make me an inherently bad person to be intolerable? Is the fact that, like, simply because you don't like someone, you don't enjoy their company, does that mean that they're not worthy of your attention or existence at all? I don't know. I'd like to think that we're all valuable in our own way. And maybe sometimes people need a bad guy. I mean, shit, if there were no bad guys, who would you root for in movies? But But seriously, I wonder, I do wonder if I have not in fact died many times. And who knows, maybe in those dark moments when I stopped breathing or was concussed very badly, lost consciousness completely. I don't know, maybe I was making a deal with the devil. Maybe I was making a deal with God. Maybe neither one of those truly exist in like an alternate form. And maybe it's just a deal you make with yourself. Do you want to continue? Do you want to go on? Do you want to continue moving through this life knowing that it's going to become more and more difficult as you go? Sort of like progressing in levels in a PlayStation game or something. Like, the higher up the totem pole you go, it's just going to become more and more difficult and harder to succeed. However, in video games, you're given a limited amount of lives before you have to start back at the beginning. Well, shit, what if that's just not true for real life? What if real life is that it's an endless thing? Maybe that's why people believe in reincarnation. Could be. I think a lot of us like to think that eventually we graduate to a certain level and get to, go on to basically a retirement of existence that we call heaven. It's like, oh yeah, once I get through all the hard bullshit of life, then I get to go on to this great place where I just get to just relax and sit on a cloud and get my dick sucked while I swim with the dolphins or whatever the fuck people believe. But why? Why would that even make sense? What makes sense about moving on to a higher plane of existence and then no longer being challenged? Where's the logic in that? And maybe logic is a silly, human trait that, we've constructed. Like race or sexuality. It's just something that we want to believe is true because it gives us a sense of self, some sort of identity. Or maybe, just maybe, this is hell. And we've all been here from the beginning. And maybe there is an escape. And who knows, maybe, that escape doesn't mean heaven. Maybe the escape is to just no longer be. The eternal sleep. Or maybe I'm just very tired. I mean, to be honest with you, I haven't slept in almost 3 years. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, I shut my eyes and I try to rest my body, but even when I am in a deep sleep, then I'm dreaming, which is almost more stressful than like an average day. Well, I leave it to you guys. if you have any thoughts or concerns or questions or any comments about this, I would love to hear them. Oh, and by the way, I'll be at the OTEP show tonight at the Annex, where I received one of my very proudest scars. And I'm looking forward to that show. It's a gift to me to go there with my friend and brother, Tony, and and before that, I get to go to visit my mom and have my favorite birthday meal. I wonder if anyone can guess what it is. Alright, write that in the comments too. Oh, don't forget, to follow me on all the things. Instagram, Mad City Streets, and of course, Mad City Podcast, the YouTube channel, Mad City Streets, and here on Spotify, and Anchor, and wherever the hell else you listen to this. Oh, and Facebook, and, all the things. And if you're really interested in helping me advance the channel, you can support me at the Cash App money sign Mad City Podcash. So yeah, do that, and fuck, even if you don't really give a shit about the channel, maybe you just want me to do something different. Maybe you want me to shut the fuck up. Give me your money, and I'll invest in something new, something different, like television. I'm kidding. Where am I?
Yo, where the life at? Yeah, I'm needing more, cause I've never been in a town like this, is such a bore. Yo, we need a moment, but not of silence. Something needs to happen round here, cause we're losing vitals. Let's cause a riot out here, cause we need to turn it up. Let's cause a fire, cause this town is cold, let's burn it up. So let's start the attack, running through the city like maniacs. Inside town now they can bow down, take the crown, and that's a fact. Wake up.
Quiet night, there is no sound. Money's alive, with no fun around. Quiet night, can't feel the pulse, can hear a heartbeat. It's time to wake up, 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 wake up.
Wake the streets up. Okay, wake the streets up. Yeah.